That's what this is. Money for free. If you manage it right, you get money for free. You know. Turn the good girls into bad. And she would do it over if she had 3 wishes. Sorry, but my mouth is like raw over here. I got my cavities filled, and like, this might sound gross, but my skin is literally peeling. So, if I'm talking a little weird, that's why.
Driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Missaniyajanae. If you do not know or you're new here, and if you're returning, hey baby, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about credit. As you can see from the title, this has been a pretty popular topic, I feel like, because I mean, we're all growing up and we trying to get on the, we trying to get it how we live. We trying to get it how we live. And if you do not know or have not seen, I did buy my first car, and I am 19 and I have no cosigner. I'm going to tell that's another video. But today I'm just going to tell y'all how to start building your credit once you turn 18. Now, I don't know if you can build your credit at 17 or whatever. I'm just talking about the 18-year-olds, freshly legal. That's the people I'm talking to, or anybody like 18 and up. Like, this is for anybody, but freshly 18, because that's when I started. Let's just get right into the video. So the first thing I'm gonna have to let y'all in on is you're going to need to have a steady income. I mean, you might not have a job, you might have an allowance or something like that. I don't know what your life's like, but if you want to start building your credit, you're gonna have to have some money. You're gonna have to have some money, and you're gonna have to have it coming in consistently, because the tips and tricks I'm about to give you, you're gonna have to have that money rolling in consistently, because you're gonna have to dish it out consistently, or your credit not gonna go up, baby. Yeah, it's not gonna go up. So make sure you have an income, and make sure like you are ready to be responsible, because when you start building your credit, that is a lot of responsibility, and you're gonna have to stay on it. You don't have to stay on it if you're serious about building your credit. And if you don't know what your credit is gonna follow you for the rest of your life. Credit is more valuable than money, to be honest. Because, I mean, you might not get where I'm trying to go with that, but I'm trying to explain it. Your credit is more valuable than your debit card or your monies, because you can go and get something with your credit and not have to owe as much or not have to pay as much at one time, where you were using a debit card or something like that. Your credit is just a valuable tool, especially investing. Even if it's just investing in yourself, credit is just a valuable tool altogether. So the first tip is to definitely have a steady income and be ready to take on all this responsibility that you're about to get. The next tip would be, well, we're gonna get into like the real deal stuff, like what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is you're gonna need to download the Credit Karma and Experian apps. Now, let me tell y'all a difference. There's a difference between Credit Karma and Experian. Experian is your FICO score. It is real and mostly used whenever people are checking or running your credit, because there are 3 different companies, brands, whatever you want to call them. That's how I look at them. It's 3 different brands, companies that your credit reports to for your FICO, FICO scores. There's Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Credit Karma, and I'm about to get into another app later, but Self, they have your Vantage scores. Those are not your scores that you're going to be getting from if you were to go get a car or if you were to go apply for a credit card, that's not the score they're going to look at. They're not going to look at your Credit Karma score. They're not going to look at your self score that it shows you at the top of the screen. No, those are Vantage scores, and they are going off of a whole different scale than FICO. FICO has been around for way longer than Vantage score. Vantage scores are something new. Many people do not use them when they're lending you money. So, just want to get that out the way. But regardless, Credit Karma is still a great app to have so that you can stay on top of your credit and check it. So, you're going to want to get those apps. You're going to want to get the Experian and Credit Karma app. They're both free. If you want to see all three, you can purchase the Experian app, the Pro version, for $19.99. I have not done that yet. I plan to do it because I actually think it's really good. But I have not done that yet, and I have accomplished a lot. So you can start out with the free versions. No biggie. What I would suggest you is to get started with a credit union. This is not the first step I took. This is actually the second step I took. But it is really, I think that I wouldn't have to take the first step if I took this second step first. But I did not know about this second step until after I took the first step. So anyways, you're going to get started with a credit union. I am with Navy Federal Credit Union, but that is for veterans and people related to veterans. It is a veteran credit union. So if you do not have anyone you're related to or can't get in, find a different credit union, somewhere you can trust. Search up on YouTube, and because it is not, the credit union does not have to be where you live, because no, it could be anywhere, because they are really big on trust. And my credit union, for example, they don't care much about credit scores. So that is a good thing and a bad thing, but it's mostly a good thing when you're starting out, because they make their own like credit score for you with building a relationship. So that's why I'm telling y'all to get started with a credit union, because you want to start building a relationship with a strong bank that offers many different things for you. For credit union, because when you build those relationships, you can start getting approved for things within your credit union and not have to go out and do it. Like for say, if you want to get a house loan, you could get it with them in the future. It would be no problem getting approved because you've been with the credit union for however many years. When you want to get a secured loan, it'll be no problem because you've built a relationship with your credit union. If you want to get a secured credit card, I don't know what your I'm not exactly sure what your credit union will offer with whoever you go with. They might have secure credit cards. That is good. Be no problem getting approved for one because you build a relationship. So to build a relationship with your credit union, before all those things, you want to start getting your direct deposits into that credit union once you set up your account. That is going to show like a consistent relationship between y'all. Like you trust them enough to put your money in there, your direct deposits. Or you just want to constantly transact between that bank. So you want to make deposits and you want to spend the money and deposit. You just want to, just want to have some activity. And that's how you're going to start the relationship. The second thing I would suggest to help build your relationship with them is to get a loan through them, a secured loan. I'm going to do many more credit videos, and I don't want this one to be too long, but a secured loan is a loan with your money that gives your credit union, they give it back, and then you just pay it off through a period of time. Because over time, that's how you get your credit. Because your credit does not report. Sorry, y'all, my camera's not recording for some reason. Your credit reports each month. So that's why you want to do it over a period of time, because it's just going to help you. I would suggest just not touching that money so that you can make your payments each month, no problem. So that is just the 2 ways to get started with some relationships with your credit union, and later on you can apply for credit cards, and just make sure you just get as much information about your credit union as possible. But if you can, I would just suggest Navy Federal. They are very professional, and it's just a great credit union all the way around. I love them so much. The next thing you want to do is apply for a student credit card. Now, this was the first step I took, and this can also be your first step. Instead of going to get started with credit union first, you go ahead and get a credit card first. But when you're applying for a student credit card, just make sure you know your research. Because I personally was sent mail student credit card. I was sent mail about it, and that's how I applied through the mail and all that. They were, I guess, recruiting me because I was going to college, and yeah, so that's the first thing I got. And I knew that my mom knew that I needed a credit card before I went to college, and that's just who we went with. My sister, she had Discover. They're really good. They give good first high limit, depending on your income and everything. And I can make more videos on that, but that's basically it. Just make sure you apply for you a student credit card. But when you do apply for student credit card, just make sure that it's credit cards. Just when you go apply, just make sure that's the first credit card. Now, if you did apply to some other credit cards, in my experience, go and apply for another, your chances are going to be lower because you already have one, or you already got hit with an inquiry and you didn't get approved, or stuff like that. So if you want to go get a student credit card, make it the first and last one for a few months. That's what I would suggest, because I have got denied. I tried to get Discover credit card and I got denied because I already had my other credit card. It was my First Financial. I'm with First Financial Bank. And I actually just got an increase on my credit card. I've had them now for about 7-8 months, almost a year. So I started out with a $250 limit. That's actually pretty low, because I know my sister, she started out with a $1,000 limit on her Discover, and I know some other people that have $1,000 limits on their Discover credit card. So it's just up to you, but I have a $1,000 limit now since I built that relationship with them. And I didn't even ask for an increase. They increased it themselves. So that was like really good for me. And I am very happy about that. So that's what credit does for you. You get money for free. Once we start getting into the credit cards, what you want to do, a good rule of thumb, is to stay under 10%. If you are not responsible, please do not go over 10% of usage. So if I have at first, when I started out my $250 credit card from First Financial Bank, my limit to spend on there would have been $25. And you want to go ahead and pay that off each month. Now, I'm just going to be real with y'all. Those are the best tips. And I'm just going to let y'all know I did not do that. I'm still managing my credit cards, and I manage them very well. And my credit score is I'll actually look it up right now, actually. My credit score is really good. Really good. And it hasn't even been a year of me working on it yet. For my car, I had a 678. And that's what I have right now. I have a 678. This is my score right now. It was just literally a 684, but usually when you open up a new account, your credit score does drop. So as I just showed y'all, it's a 678 on Experian. I'm gonna show y'all what it is on Credit Karma, because it's not gonna be the same. I'm trying to show y'all the difference. Open up my Credit Karma. Karma says that my score is a 661, and that is not even my score. So that's this is what Credit Karma says my score is, and it dropped 7 points from me opening that new account. My self count says I have a 631, and as y'all know, that's not right. You just look at Experian. So I'm just gonna show you the discretion between those apps, and as you can see, this clearly says Vantage score, and if you open up your Credit Karma app, it's gonna tell you it's a Vantage. It's going to tell you that it's a FICO score. Now I'm going to open up one more app, which is my credit union. They give me my score for free. The new account that I just opened up, they also give me my score for free. So I'm just going to show y'all that really quickly. Right here on my Navy Federal, it says my score is 685. So, you see what I mean? My Equifax is a 685. My Experian is a 678. We don't know my TransUnion because I don't have that one, but yeah, as y'all can see, there are different scores. But the real ones are your FICO, which is going to be Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion. That's what you want to focus on, but you can also keep the other apps because it's good to have the best data and intel possible. Like I opened up the Self app, that's what we're going to talk about now. That is another thing that you can get started with to start building your credit is the Self app. They are known for helping people rebuild their credit or start their credit. It's like a credit building account. It's like a savings kind of. And what you do is each month you log in, put in all your information. Not exactly sure how that works because I've done it months ago. But you want to put in all your information, and then after that, it is going to offer you about 3 different plans that you can pick on how much you want to give each month to your account. I picked the lowest amount. My monthly amount is $25. I'm not exactly sure when my thing is up. I think it's up next year. The terms are actually pretty long. I think you can decrease the terms by paying more money, each month, and it won't be as long. But like I told y'all, you want lengthy loans because each month it reports to your credit, and that's how it gets billed. So if I were to cut this loan off early, so that would be one less thing reported to my credit each month. So therefore, I'm going to keep it because I need all the help I can get right now. I am trying to build my credit. So I want to keep it as long as I can. My loan end date is October 11th, 2023. So yes, these are lengthy loans. These are pretty lengthy in my opinion. I have had this now for 4 months, and my total loan amount is going to be $511 because they have the paperwork here, but I'm not gonna read it crazy. But you do make like a non-refundable deposit, and you make your first payment, I think, when you're setting up the account. So it is just really good. My score has gone up so much since I started. I think I started at I'm not even sure. It was either 630 to 650. So my score has gone up a lot since then, and I'm just ecstatic about all the growth and everything that I am able to accomplish with credits, having good credits and starting goods. So your self account is really important, really easy to set up and get. I think if I can do it, anybody can do it, honestly. So if you're working on trying to get a car, if you have a cosigner, that's great. I didn't want a cosigner because I wanted it to be in my name and I wanted to start building my credit. So now that I have a car and I'm making a car payment each month, it is going to also build my credit. So I have a lot of things working right now to build my credit. By the end of the year, I should have mid 700. That's what I'm hoping for. Mid 700s. And credit score only goes up to 800, I believe. Maybe I might be wrong. So it says the highest credit score you can have is an 850. Now it says 900. So we just gonna go with 900. So I'm looking for a mid 700 score by the end of this year. So I hope I hit that. And that's really about it. I just want to leave y'all with this information, which you'll see on Credit Karma, and you'll see it if you get any declines, which I've gotten a bunch of declines so far. But you want to aim for a goal of 5 open accounts. 5 open accounts with different establishments. So I have like about 2 or 3 open accounts with Navy Federal, credit union, but it only shows as one because that is just one institution. So what you want to do is have 5 different open accounts. We're not saying tomorrow, just over time. That's what you want to get to. Now this could be over a course of 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, but that's just the goal that you want to get to. Not sure how fast y'all trying to move, but take this very lightly. That's just what you want to get to show a great open, and I don't know which one what I'm trying to say, but yeah. Currently, I think I have 5 accounts, so it's very doable. I have 2 credit cards. Actually, I have 3 credit cards. I have a total of $6,300 in credit right now, ready to use whenever I want. And it is just an amazing thing because guess what? I do not have $6,300 in my account right now, but the credit of $6,300 at my use whenever I'm ready is what I mean by credit is more valuable than money. And my last advice is be careful, guys. Please, 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 please be responsible with this. Because if you do not take this seriously, this could ruin you for the rest of your life. Credit is hard to rebuild. So you want to start early and start strong and do the right things. If y'all have any questions, please ask your parents or a very trustable guardian or adult or me in the comment section. Feel free to ask any questions. I am open to answering anything for y'all. And no, I love you, and I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and turn on bell notifications. Bye.
I've been on top for a while.